We've got everything. Let's go.
We've got everything. Let's go out for the day.
Raining.
So it is Thursday morning, and I've got a lot of rain.
Oh no.
Huh?
Huh?
Not too bad, is it?
No.
Doesn't say this, does it?
No.
So the weather does say dry, but of water.
And good morning. Welcome to day 4. We are here in beautiful Sydney, and it is now Thursday, the 28th of March 2024. A little bit on the rainy side, and today we're going to have another amazing day. Not 100% sure where we're going, but we are going to see some fabulous sights of Sydney. We're currently outside the Holiday Inn here at Darling Harbour, and this is where we always stay when we come to Sydney. We absolutely love it, and it's really, really good. We've got a shopping area across here, lots of cafes and shops, and of course right down on the corner there, Paddy's Market. And if we look up towards this way, we've got Darling Harbour and Barangaroo. So one of the changes this year is the restaurant now at the right hand side of the Holiday Inn is now called the Boiling Crab. And this is Kimber Lane. Kimber Lane's directly behind our hotel. Something like out from a street in New York. Maybe a little bit cleaner though. And we're in Sydney's Chinatown. It is 7:40 a.m. in the morning, so it is pretty quiet. But this at night is bustling. Little Hay Street cuts through Chinatown, and down to the bottom there is Harbour Street, and to the right is where we stay. Holiday Inn Darling Harbour. So as you can see, it is right in the heart of Sydney's Chinatown. Okay, so the drizzle's gone off a little bit. It's very humid this morning, and it's going to be a bustling day. Tomorrow's Easter Friday. View there of the hotel that we are currently stopping at, Holiday Inn. Been stopping there since 1992. New Darling Square area, little Hay Street. And again, it gets pretty busy out here during the day. And there's been a lot of building work over the last sort of 5 to 6 years around here. Almost unrecognisable now. Today on the news it was saying possible showers, but if you look at the weather on the iPhone, it's completely dry, sunny and clouds. I can hear the birds, the rainbow lorikeets. They must be in the trees there. Look how this has changed now. An amazing place to watch a gig there. With the city of Sydney behind you. And Glenn walking across the fountains this morning. It's called Tumbling Park. And we're actually straight ahead where we're staying at the Holiday Inn. Around about there. Now into Darling Harbour. The new IMAX looks absolutely fabulous. Cockle Bay. Sydney Convention Centre is directly behind me. Barangaroo Towers. And over here is our fountain that we always walk down when we're here in Sydney. So let's do the usual walk down the fountain here. Always have to do this when we come to Sydney. Been walking down this fountain for a number of years. Hope you're all enjoying the videos that we're bringing you from a land down under now. Beautiful morning in New South Wales. And even Glenn's doing the walk. Harbourside Shopping Centre is still resembling a building site. 2027 before that is back up and running. In fact there, the Piedmont Bridge that we're going to look at in a minute is the second Piedmont Bridge, and 1902 opened electrical swing bridge, and it was powered by a powerhouse, could open and close in 45 seconds. Closed the traffic in 1981. Reopened as a pedestrian bridge in 1988. And that's what we're looking at right now. One of our favourites is walking across the Piedmont Bridge into the city of Sydney. A lot of people are heading to work this morning. Tomorrow's going to be the public holiday, Good Friday. And as you can see, a spectacular view of the city as we head across. The current state of the Harbourside shopping area. A lot of work going on. We have some really, really good memories. Eating in some of the restaurants, shopping in the shops here, all them years ago. Looking towards the Barangaroo area there, and Sydney Wildlife World that we went to last year is right there. If you want to see all the Aussie animals, check out our video from last year. Great view of the mid-city skyline walking across the bridge. Some stunning old buildings in Sydney. 1902, the Shelbourne Hotel. Currently coming up at 20 to 9, and there's plenty of people on the way to work this morning. Now we're going to be heading up the fairly steep street of Market Street to the QVB, Queen Victoria Building. Always love the hustle and bustle of work time in the morning here in Sydney. But that's right up ahead there is the AMP Tower, Sydney Eye. We're hopefully going to go up to the observation deck on that, maybe today. As you can see on the pavements, you need to walk on the left, like a road. I've seen it busier though. So directly in front is the Queen Victoria Building, and there are some stunning shops in there. And there's the Queen Victoria looking mighty spectacular today. And here we are, Queen Victoria building. Absolutely stunning clock. I love the Queen Victoria building, all the different shops, cafes, coffee places. So we're heading to the top floor of the Queen Victoria building. First shop we come to is True Fit and Hill, St James's, London. If you want to do window shopping, and this is the place to come. Check out the shops. Wow. Normally there's quite a few people at the bottom level there hurrying through on the way to work. Fairly quiet this morning. Captain Cook's Landing in Australia in 1770. I can smell the coffee and donuts from that shop down there. It smells absolutely amazing. The staircase and the stained glass window, beautiful. Elizabeth II, Prince Philip, visited Sydney 23rd of February 1992. As you can see, we've got a lower level, first, second, third. Yeah, we're about the third level up here. And Sydney is certainly waking up now. Coming up to 9:05 and we're on George Street. So we're heading down George Street. Everyone waiting for the coffees and the donuts, and the shops just beginning to open. We've got the light rail heading down to Circular Quay. Starting to feel a little bit of rain. Hopefully that's not going to come on too heavy. And this is the Strand Arcade. Really, really old building. Here's one of my favourite stores in Sydney, the Apple Store. Been in there many, many times. All the buildings around here. It's like walking in New York. Look at them, the size of the buildings are unbelievable. Who remembers the building there? The show was Return to Eden. That was the Harbour mining building. Believe it, it's raining pretty heavy now. There's ever been a time that we've come to Sydney and it's not rained, but again on the forecasts on the phones there is absolutely nothing. It shows partly cloudy today. The news did say a little bit of rain or showery. The weather changes everything. We're back on the light rail. We're heading back up George Street. We're going to go and have a look at Paddy's Market again, maybe just get a few more items that we need. But at the moment, pointless going up the AMP tower because it's raining quite heavy, and I don't think we're going to get the views. We really wanted to get the views on a sunny day, so might not be able to bring that to you on this trip. Back into Paddy's Market. Just a few more items that I'll try and buy while we're here. And the next stop is going to be the light rail to the Queen Victoria building. Got a good view of the AMP tower there. Elizabeth Street on the corner of St James's Park, St James's Station. And right in front of us is the St Mary's Church. We're going to have a little chill out here, I reckon. Loving the fountain here. Even better when there's more sunshine, eh? And we've got a superb view, Centre Point Tower. That's what we were going to go up if the weather was that little bit better. But it's so humid, very, very warm. Nice little chill out there, overlooking the city. Got my Aussie hat back on. The sun is trying to get through. And right behind us here, St Mary's. Looks really, really good. And the city of Sydney, right over there. We're now entering the domain here in Sydney. The botanical gardens. The old trees here. Stunning. Let's go and check out the domain. But first of all, look at the size of this tree. It's huge, absolutely huge. So I hope you're all enjoying beautiful sights of Sydney that we're bringing you today. I'm certainly loving it over here. Plenty of grasslands. And check out this tree right in front of me there. Just absolutely amazing. I wonder how many years old this is. Look at all the roots. It's absolutely beautiful. All right, let's continue walking. Feel a little bit of rain coming on again. Hopefully not too bad at the moment. Another huge tree right in front of us here. Look at this one. If I stand right next to this, you can kind of see the size of it. Huge. A really nice walk down the domain here at Sydney. And Mum's been with us many times, walking down here. It's a beautiful day in Sydney today. Not too much sunshine, so we're not getting that sunburnt at the moment. And we've got Glenn right behind us, who's following right behind. He's enjoying doing these filming today. Okay, let's continue walking down the domain here in Sydney using our self-flying cameraman. which we're giving you some different kind of footage. So what are you thinking of Sydney so far?
Sydney so far has been absolutely wonderful. Well worth coming, and I'm enjoying every minute of it.
And we've still got another 2 days, yeah?
Yeah, we've got plenty to see, and I will be getting you a lot more spectacular video for you watch at a later date.
I think we enjoyed it in Paddy's Market, walking around there. That was really good, wasn't it?
Paddy's Market was absolutely fantastic.
What's the weather like today? Is it humid?
It's very humid.
Sorry about that. That's little cart, as you call it, or whatever. The drone didn't quite like that.
So yeah, you're asking me about the weather. It has been a little bit rainy this morning, but it's very, very humid, and it has cleared up now.
So where are we heading now then?
We're going to go to Harris Pine and get some dinner.
I'm looking forward to that. How about you?
Definitely.
What we're going to have, a peppered pie.
I'm going to have a peppered pie with billets.
And once upon a time, me and Mum saw the Queen driving along here. How cool is that? Me Aussie hat, really, really comfortable, keeping a lot of the sun off. And as you can see, the sun's coming out. I'm gonna have to get me sunnies out. I'm even starting to look like an Australian now with me Australian hat. Look how the day is changing. We could have gone up the AMP Tower now. About an hour ago, it looked a whole lot different. Changed so much around here. A lot of glass, now some nice walks. And pretty much in front of us there's going to be Woolmaroo, and all the big buildings behind that is Sydney's King's Cross. And we are not far now from Harry's Pies here at Woolmaroo. And we are back. Welcome to Harry's Pies, everyone. There's actually a lot more chairs around here now. Famously Australian, uniquely Harry's. And here goes the long-awaited Harry's Pie. Looks good. I mean, Harry's Pie wasn't as nice as normal. It was actually cold at the bottom of it, so just got a bit of put a refund back on it. But yeah, this is the famous Harry's Pies, and a lot of famous people come here to sit and look at some of the famous people that have visited Harry's Pies. So Richard Branson's enjoyed a pie here as well. Hoping to do one more visit to Harry's while we're here. Another one of our favourite walks is heading along the boardwalk here. Doing a bit of construction to the right hand side. Well, it's a strange day in Sydney. One minute it's cloudy and overcast and drizzly, and like now it's scorching sunshine. It's really, really hot, very humid today. So this is called the Woolmaroo Sculpture Walk. Each sculpture got a QR code, so you can scan it to find out a little bit more. And if we get a lottery win, we need to go to one of these places. Really, really nice, overlooking the small harbour here. Or I guess if we got a lottery win, we'd probably go out into Sydney Harbour and get the views of the Opera House and the bridge. That would be way cool. Just imagine how much these boats are worth. More than a home, I guess, some of them. And how cool would that be, just going sailing out into Sydney Harbour. So relaxing to be walking right by the harbour today. Just listening to the noise of the water. What a great way to spend Thursday. Now approaching Mum's favourite steps. And here we go. They are pretty steep to get up by. I'm pretty much out of breath when you reach the top. They're actually very, very high steps as well. Glen coming up the steps. They are actually very tall steps, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know if she got up really, did you?
No, did very well to get up. Not easy. This part of the walk goes through a lot of the Aussie bushlands, and there's normally a lot of big spiders. There's kind of a fairly smallish kind of spider there, but hopefully if we can see any, we'll take some pictures. Reading a sign there, around about 1846 this area had a small population of Aboriginal people right here where we are now. Mrs. Macquarie's Bushland Walk. And we've now reached Andrew Boy Charlton swimming pool. Quite a few people in there doing the lengths. And we're going to continue towards Mrs. Macquarie's chair. Look at the storm cloud right in front of us. I don't know which way that is going. That could drop some rain anytime soon. Well, this is lovely. I'll walk along here. The breeze from the harbour, awesome. Let's just check out some of these different rock formations right around the harbour here. Look at them. Amazing. Very unusual rock formations along the harbour there. And that's probably where you're going to find one of Australia's most deadly animals, the blue-ringed octopus. Definitely we don't want to go down there. Glenn's loving his filming today, especially around this beautiful scenery here. And again, how relaxing is it just to hear the sound of the water. So just up to the left here is Mrs. Macquarie's chair, normally packed full of tourists. Let's check it out. And there we go, Mrs. Macquarie's road, Mrs. Macquarie's chair. Finally completed on the 13th day of June 1816. I am actually really lucky to get this close to it without there being loads and loads of tourists. Down here on the hill is one of the best places in Sydney to get your photo, your selfie of the Sydney Harbour Bridge and the Opera House behind. There we go. That's the view that you guys have been waiting for. The Opera House, big liner in, Sydney Harbour Bridge, and the beautiful harbour right behind us. It's time for a little chill, looking out over beautiful Sydney Harbour. I love the rock formations here. I do have memories of me and Tim under here actually. One November when it's pouring rain, so Tim, if you're watching, you remember that. Sheltering from the rain, looking at a stunning believe it. There is our famous seat that we used to sit on many times, and we haven't sat on that now for a good number of years, have we? We've just been a little bit cheeky really and moved the barrier a little bit there, and we're now on our favourite seat, looking out at this spectacular view, as you can see there. Just passing now the Harbour Opera on Sydney Harbour. I believe this is on for another month, and then they remove it for the winter. Not sure what the opera theme mainly is, but there's like New York City subway trains there, look, falling into the water. And there is Statue of Liberty Arm. And just look at all the seats. It's amazing. Believe it, it's coming up to 1:30 p.m. Don't know where the day is going. And we are now in the Royal Botanical Gardens. A lot of people just chilled out on the seats here, or even sitting on the grass enjoying it. Really looking forward to walking through the gardens, and let's see if we can see some huge spiders, and they are huge. Now this is a Queensland bottle tree from southeast Queensland, and the trunk can actually reach, it says here, 2 meters in diameter. And the trunks have been valuable for water and roots. The Aboriginal people drink the water and eat the roots. Just look at that, it must be a crazy amount of years old. And it's looking stunning today in the Botanical Gardens. Some beautiful flowers here. I really do like the garden back home. So this is going to be a good place for me to come and have a look at some of the plants, get some ideas. I like all the purples there. Some very, very unusual plants here. The colour of the bushes there. It's really nice. Not too sure what kind of like fruits or seeds or whatever those are. Okay, so there is plenty of cockatoos up around here. And just look at this. This guy. Beautiful bird. They don't like you getting too close there. Hey buddy, how's your day going? And here's the famous wishing tree. So the wishing tree, we've all heard the saying, touch wood. So it says in earlier times, people believed that certain trees contained spirits and that you could make a wish by touching the tree or by walking around them 3 times forward and then 3 times backwards. This is how the idea of wishing trees and the saying touch wood originated. So what you've got to do is walk around it 3 times forward, 2 times backwards. Are you going first or me?
I'll let you go first.
So I'm just going to do the usual 1 walk around and then obviously make my wish. Now, I'm not going to share the wish with you, but you can probably guess what it may be. Let me know in the comments. And we're almost walking around the wishing tree. There we go. The original wishing tree decayed with age and was removed in 1945. The tree in this bed will never achieve the same grandeur because soon after it was planted, its crown was damaged in a violent storm. Interesting. Well, here, large seed pods are falling from the trees. And you can actually see the seed pods that are coming off. These are the large seed pods that are falling off that tree. Years and years ago, these used to be covered in bats, all these trees. Just keeping an eye out for the extra large spiders that are going to be around here. Not seen any yet. Look at the beautiful flowers here. Very, very unusual. Check out the size of these leaves. Absolutely huge. We've got the Botanic House. Dining by Luke McEwen. And the Visitor Centre over there. Get yourself a hat, shirts. Plenty of insects and lots of different plants around here. Try and show you as many of these beautiful flowers here in the botanical gardens today. There are so many different birds in Australia. Look at those, they are very, very different. Wherever you look is beautiful flowers. Blue. It's amazing. Found quite a big spider. I don't think we can get close enough to it. Let me just flip the camera around. And I don't know if you can see that. I can't see it on the camera, but it'd be somewhere in the middle there. Yeah, just got it there. Huge spiders. Absolutely huge. Just trying to get a shot of the huge spider there.
Can't see him on the camera.
So it's a golden orb. He's got a lot closer to it than what I did. I don't know if you could see the golden orb actually.
The spider is somewhere.
Moved a little bit more there.
He did just move.
The smell of all the fauna, all the plant life is really, really nice. Check this guy out. So bamboo is among the fastest growing and most useful plants in the world. Most bamboos are tropical and native to Asia and the Americas. They belong to the grass family. And I never knew bamboo actually flowers from 60 to 120 years is the normal time that bamboo will flower. This bamboo, absolutely huge. So how many miles do you reckon we've walked today so far?
We must have done probably, I would say, 8. What are you going to say?
My feet feel like about 12.
Is that because they're warm, or
They're getting warm now.
is that
It's
because you
just-
have walked that far?
It's just amazing, isn't it? Look at that. What a beautiful day it is now. It's been a strange day. It's not really sunny all the time, is it? But when the sun comes out now,
It's really, really warm on the sun.
it's hot, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
The grass is just so green, considering it's warm. But yeah, they do get a lot of rain in Sydney as well. Clouds look pretty spectacular today. So right over there you can see Mrs. Macquarie's chair. That's where we sat on the seat over there. So much like a palm tree like this back home. Now what a view is that.
That is an absolute
That's incredible, isn't it? Really great. You can see all the
view like that.
sails and the harbour bridge right behind. I've seen some old pictures of Sydney here as well, where it was like this used to be like a roadway right by the harbour. And here again is one of the most famous landmarks in the world. A lot of people are just sat on the steps there. looking at this wonderful view, and we've got the Carnival Splendour in Sydney today. I wonder if that'll go out again tonight. We'll get that amazing view of the cruise ship backing out. And again, what an amazing experience. And how lucky are we? We're living the dream here in Sydney. Currently every 2 hours, the old freshwater ferry here at Sydney heads to Manly. We are on it. So excited. The Manly ferry is going to depart at 3:50 p.m. It is now 3:50. Here we go. It's getting rid of the ropes, and we are now going to have a beautiful 30-minute trip across Jackson Cove to Manly Beach, Sydney's northern beaches. Often that you see the Manly ferry with not a single person sitting on any of the seats there. And yeah, it's a beautifully warm afternoon. Cracking view of the Opera House. What I'm going to try and do is just show you a few interesting sights on the way to Manly. And obviously number one is the Opera House. The Opera House is like based on orange segments. What used to be there was originally a tram station. I'll tell you a little bit about Australia then, some interesting facts. It's the largest island in the world, and it's the only continent to not have an active volcano. 3 times more sheep than people live in Australia. It's got the cleanest air in the world. And the original police force was made up of convicts. There you go. Some interesting facts you might not have known about Australia, but you do now. And certainly what I can tell you about, been living in England, it's a bloody long way, but well worth coming over. So from London, looking about 24-25 hours. From Los Angeles, United States, 15 hours. And I guess from the Far East, about 8 hours. If you're a Kiwi, 3 hours. How cool is that? So earlier on today, we were at Mrs. Macquarie's chair, which is right there. And we walked all the way around Farm Cove, through the beautiful botanical gardens. Naval yards of Sydney are right there. And just beyond there was Harry's Pies that we were at this morning. Really enjoying the old Manly ferry service. Is freshwater. It's about the only one still actually going. The rest have been retired. Now hopefully these new DJI mics are doing the job, because it is very, very windy. And last year we wouldn't have been able to bring you video like this, so it's amazing how we've improved just in 1 year. Harry's Pie is straight there in the middle. Right over there is Rushcutters Bay, and I remember about a month ago there was actually a shark attack. Either a guy or a girl actually Cut the leg off there from a tiger shark here in Sydney Harbour. And over there is Millionaires Row. Wind at the moment starting to take a bit of breath away. It's pretty windy today on the Manly ferry, but not cold. Look at the beautiful sailboat there. Nice. Approaching now the Sydney Straits, and to the left you've got North Head, to the right you've got South Head, and right in the middle there is the entrance to Sydney Harbour. And if you've been to Sydney before, you will know this is the exciting part. This is where it can get really, really rough as the water's coming from the ocean entering into the harbour. So it normally can get pretty choppy here. And if you check on YouTube, there are some really amazing videos of the ferries going up and down through the Sydney Straits. Well, at the moment, pretty calm. So that's where all the cruise ships will enter the harbour, into Sydney. As you can see, North Head is very, very spectacular, very rocky. There's some great walks up there if you want to do that from Manly. Well, we're not really getting many swells today. It's pretty calm. Let's have a quick look this way where you can probably see the ferry bobbing up and down a bit there. So this is the area where you could get pretty wet as well if the swell was pretty big coming in. That boat's called Spectre. Here now is Manly Wharf. That was an absolute beautiful 30 minutes across Sydney Harbour. A Manly fast ferry. Why would you rush across Jackson Cove? Bring back the Manly ferries, that's what I say. The old Manly ferries, that's what we need. Welcome to Manly, everyone. And it's always a happy feeling to arrive in Manly. So I'm guessing tomorrow again, with it being on Friday, Easter, this place is going to be packed. With all the kids with the hats on. That's one thing that the tours here in Australia is wear the hats. Beautiful Manly. Who remembers Mackie D's, McDonald's on the corner there? It's now Fish and Lemonade. Straight in front of us is going to be the Corso. You can hear the cockatoos. Lots of souvenir shops in Manly if you want to have a look at those. I'm guessing the prices are probably a lot better than what they are in Sydney itself. Pretty Manly. Got some nice t-shirts, hats in there. Always a good place to actually go and have a look. Check out the new Brighton Hotel. Really, really nice place. Little balcony upstairs where you can have a drink, maybe a bite to eat. And right at the very end is the Tasman Sea. Sydney's northern beaches. Coming up to 4:37 and the beach fairly quiet until tomorrow and Saturday. So tonight's tea, we've gone for extreme picante sauce, or extremo, and this is the hottest. And we've got that on the burgers and the chips, yeah. Now that was incredibly hot. My eyes are running, nose is running. What was it like?
Really nice. I'm still eating mine.
So that's extreme
Hot sauce.
hot sauce.
Some more of it there.
Oh, that was hot. Can you believe it? It's 6 o'clock. I don't know where time goes. Time flies. So we're now going to head back to Manly ferries, and we're going to take the ferry, hopefully freshwater, back to Circular Quay, and then again chill out around the Opera House, hoping that cruise ship's going to go again tonight. So if that is, we'll get some content on that as well. Hope you've enjoyed what we've done today. We've still got 2 more days in Sydney, so there's plenty more to see and a lot more fun to come. Gonna get on board the freshwater. Welcome aboard Sydney's famous Manly ferry. So the second journey of the day now, aboard freshwater. So this is welcome aboard the freshwater, back to Circular Quay, and it's golden hour. Sun going down, 6:30 p.m. We're just starting to get the swells now from the Straits of Sydney Harbour. Let's see how choppy it's going to go. Quite a few little sailboats out as well tonight. Probably any second now he's going to sound the horn, maybe to warn these boats. More swells coming up here. Don't know if I fancy going on these little boats there. Look how they tipped over. I always have to sit one side and then quickly run to the other side, I guess. What a beautiful evening in Sydney tonight. And we can get a pretty good shot now of the boat there. They're actually sitting on the side of it. It's amazing how it just doesn't completely tip over. Beautiful sunset now. How amazing is this? Hope you guys who are watching now are enjoying it as much as me and Glenn are here in Sydney tonight. Some beautiful boats on the harbour tonight. And it's not cold. Really, really is a lovely evening to be crossing Sydney Harbour. And a great shot of the sailboat there, and the sun going down behind it there. That's a cracking shot. Really like that shot with the sailboat and the city right behind. Beautiful picture. We're now getting a cracking view of the city of Sydney. Just to the right here, a stronger zoom. And there we go, there's the Opera House. And the harbour bridge. Beautiful sunset tonight. It looks as though it's pretty cloudy over the Blue Mountains tonight. Sun completely down now. Opera House starting to light up around the edges. And the restaurants are heaving tonight. Pretty busy. I guess some of these people are probably having a meal before they go to the opera. Another unusual view, certainly with it being going dusk at this time now. It looks like we've got a party at the front of the Opera House tonight. That boat's absolutely beautiful. Not fully dark yet, it goes absolutely black here. Looking good across at Kirribilli. Still a little bit of colour in the sky at the moment. Beautiful night. And a very, very strange day for weather today. We've obviously had the rain. The sun comes out scorching. Overall, not been too hot. Again, one of the best views of the Opera House at the front. And what a view, eh? So, day 4 is coming to an end, and what a perfect place to end the day, looking out at the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Summing up the day, we've had a really good one, seen lots of beautiful places, and certainly enjoyed walking through the botanical gardens and around Sydney Harbour today. Join us tomorrow if you've enjoyed today. We are still in Sydney. Again, not too sure what we're going to do, but we're definitely going to bring more fun, more footage to you guys. So thanks for watching. Join us tomorrow, day 5. We'll see you all soon.